Hello to my Cancers. This is Queen Amun Ra coming to you with your general reading, Cancers. Let's go. Let's see what's going on. Don't forget to recall your energy with every energy exchange, Cancers. I want to say that the moon is in Libra and we are in the first quarter moon phase. First quarter moon phases are all about taking some kind of action towards full moon, when the moon will be fully illuminated, and we're going to have a corn moon, right? And so corn moon is all about abundance, right? So after the moon moves from Libra, Libra is all about relationships, and I explained what the definition of relationships are in the last video. And so kind of as a recap, and I'm not going to go through like detail in terms of the definition of relationship, but the relationship is the way in which two or more people, groups, things, or concepts are connected or interact with each other. It can describe personal, professional, social, or even abstract connections. That could be personal relationships, family, friends, romantic partnerships, professional relationships. That could mean colleagues, mentors, clients. Social relationships could mean neighbors, classmates, members of clubs or groups. Conceptual or abstract relationships could mean cause and effect, part to whole, similarity. Y'all get the point, right? So after the moon moves from Libra, it's going to move into Scorpio. And so when the moon moves to Scorpio, that's where you want to purge all of those unhealthy and wounded relationships around sex and around money. All of those relationships from the past, right? Anything that you feel like, okay, is holding you back from having healthy relationships moving forward. Don't worry about what people are going to say about you, what kind of dirt you think they have on you, what kind of lies they're going to make up about you, all of that. Release it in love, you know? Yeah, let people fall in the ditch that they set for you, that they dug for you. Let them fall in it. Let them create their own karma for themselves. Y'all gonna learn. You want to learn how to close out cycles in love, right? So it's the intention that you put behind it. So set your intentions to have a good day every day. A new partnership, job / love is near. That's right. Yeah. Let people learn how to, you're trying to move on to something new, right? After the moon moves through Scorpio, it's going to move into Sagittarius, right? And so stop falling for the okie doke. And that's what I try to help you all on this channel, is like, you know, trying to shine a light on some things to help bring you out of a lion's den mentality. Trying to shine a light on some things and say, come out of that, so that you can be in receiving mode of healthy relationships. Some people cannot pull themselves away from these unhealthy relationships. They just can't. It's like they just just because somebody want to stay connected to you, Cancer, with because they're still tied to some unhealthy, you know, relationships with some people, places, and things. That doesn't mean that you have to stay connected. You don't have to stay connected to certain people, places, and things, right? So you're trying to move forward to your 11th house. You are ruled 4th house. 4th house is about family and ancestry lines. Some of your family members you will be cutting off. You will be detaching from them because of who they're still connected with. They just can't, for some reason, they just cannot pry themselves away from certain energies. Some of them still think that you're sitting on some kind of a high horse because you are kind of on pause right now, just trying to gather your thoughts and make some decisions, and they think that you're sitting on the high horse, and you really are not. Some of you have been kind of sitting on pause, waiting for them to see, hey, listen, they can save money if they would just slow down and balance out their life, and they would just stay in the house and just relax. Some of you all have been trying to lead them to water because you're a water sign, right? You're not trying to force them. You're just saying, okay, you can save a lot of money if you just sit in the house, find a good movie. Like I mentioned to you all not too long ago, YouTube has a lot of free full movies on YouTube. You don't have to subscribe to, you know, everything. You don't have to pay for everything. It's free movies. And they're talking about full length movies, right? Right? So the first card came out, what? 6 of Cups. That's first card. It's water. This is homebody information. This is like a person who's a homebody. This is you. Your energy is crab energy. You like to stay. Some of y'all are homebodies. So staying in a house doesn't mean that you don't go outside. A lot of y'all have decks. A lot of you all have patios. A lot of you all have front porches. y'all have learned how to make your home your place of peace, your sanctuary. And what better sign to teach people how to do cancers, right? So a lot of y'all are teaching people how to do that. So here we have new partnerships, job / love is near. So some of y'all could have a new job or something that's near, right? You could be learning something, and somebody could be taking classes from home. So some kind of breakthrough is happening here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay. Yep. All right. So some of you are homebodies, right? So a new partnership, job / love is near, right? So whenever something is near, trying to come in, something from your past is always trying to pull you back. So that's the light and dark side of the moon, right? And so it's a choice, right? So 6 looks like a bulging belly. It's like a rounded back and a bulging belly, right? So something in you has you've already decided you're taking good memories with you as far as something is concerned, right? So something is always trying to pull you back. So for example, so I filmed a video because I'm constantly being notified that, oh, we don't see videos for such and such, right? So I'm sensitive to people trying to pull me back into something, right? Just on my channel. So just I'm using myself for an example for this, even though I'm channeling messages. But I'm giving you all examples, something that could be relatable, right? So people will send me messages saying, oh, we don't see your videos for such and such dates, right? Okay, so then I'll refilm something for those who may have missed the videos, right? So people are constantly trying to pull you back into something. Somebody may say, a movie just popped up in my mind. The movie about the glass house. What was the movie about the parents who adopted the 2 kids? And it's I think the name of the movie was Glass House. And so I think somebody had a paper that was due. If y'all are familiar with the movie, somebody had a paper that was due and the paper was erased, or the husband had like a project or something that was due, or somebody had something that was due and all of it was erased, right? So Source is saying to you, whenever you got something new that's trying to come in, because this right here looks like a rounded back and a bulging belly, something that you may have been nurturing or focused on, something is always vying for your attention to distract you away from what you've been praying for that you want to come your way, right? So something you've been wanting to do, right? So let's say, for instance, you've been wanting to take classes. Something is always trying to, or this, you wanted a new job or something that you've been trying to move towards, right? This person right here, you're trying to move towards something. Your guides are trying to guide you to stability, so that you're not going through some kind of a storm. There's always energies that's trying to cut something. This right here, right? You're starting to now go through your mind and think, okay, who would have access when you talk to, who would have access to this level of education when it comes to technology, computer technology? Who would have this level of education? And so when you go back through your mind and you start thinking, who did you talk to? Who has access to that level of education? Who would be that smart? Mental health and computer technology. Oh, bingo, right? Who would do something behind your back, right? So Source is saying your memory, you're starting to remember. Y'all don't have to like go crazy. Oh my God, why is everything, I just feel like stuff has disappeared. People just like freak out, right? You don't have to do all of that, right? And so people will try to use your words against you all the time, right? That's why I talk about journaling so much. Document, 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 document. You can pinpoint down to the date of you when you meet people, conversations that you had, who is connected to, and I'm talking about at a professional level, to computers, and who is connected to mental health. And then who are they connected to? You can trace it all the way back. You don't have to start at number 6. You can start at Ace of Cups. Who are they connected to? Connect the dots. Ace of Cups, right there. You have something new coming across your path, right? Because some energies are also connected to something else, right? And Source is trying, moving forward, to connect you to multiple streams of income. right? Number 8, you have mastered something on your job when you worked 8 hours a day. So you could be working 8 hours a day now, or you could have previously worked a job where you work 8 hours a day, right? I'm trying to help you all, just like you would do a self-assessment. Whatever job you worked before, you mastered something. This is how Source helps people to know that your job, whatever job you worked, was not in vain. You know how some people leave a job and they go, that was a waste. No, none of it was a waste. Source is preparing you for whatever you're doing right now. It wasn't a waste. I'm trying to teach you all how to connect all of these dots right here. From the first day you worked your job, the Ace of Pentacles, Source is building something up. I'll teach you how to connect the dots. Every single job you worked, Source taught you how to document. Every single, this doesn't matter. This is not about how many letters you have before your name or after your name. You can connect who has degrees in information systems and who has degrees in mental health, psychology, psychiatry, psychology. That's what this is. You're not playing these mental health games. Just because you're in the house, right? Just because you're in the house, you know how to connect the dots. You know who's connected to whom. Yeah, you've already done the shadow work. And people are sitting back waiting to pray on something. Sitting back to pray on something that you have mastered. Yeah, right? So you have a message. Somebody was trying to send you a message, right? Trying to send you a message, right? Behind your back. So whatever it is that you were working on, yeah, trying to tie you to something demonic behind your back, right? But remember, the enemy, the devil, shines a light first on your demons, right? On your demons first, but then it shines that mirror right back out to other people. So find out what your demons are. Find out what your demons are while you're in your house. While you're in your house. So when you go out, you're not tempted by that. You master something. So if you're working on your job right now, you may not even know what you're mastered. So for instance, if you're working a job right now and you had a whole lot of HR complaints about something, you already mastered something. You may be documenting everything. This right here lets me know that people constantly try to use your words against you. You already mastered something. So why do you need to go back to trying to master something you already mastered? People trying to demonize you. Whoever you are, people already try to demonize you. Why are you scared? Why are you nervous? Make a decision. There you go. You don't even have to overthink something at this point. It's the same old, same old. So a new partnership, job / love is near. There are energies that are creating something based on a lie that people heard about you. And instead of people going, you know what? People have tried to do the same thing to these people, but they're too busy looking at an outer shell to even see that somebody... Anyway, you have a job coming across your path. So like I said, a new partnership, job / love is near. So judgment is coming down on some people from your past. Some kind of a partnership in business and or in love, because some people were obsessed with demonizing you and somebody else. But you've been through this. I'm telling y'all, some of you all have worked jobs, Cancer, have worked jobs where you've had to document so much. Y'all should have been paid double for whatever you pay. If you were paying $100,000 a year on everything, you should have been paid $200,000 a year. That's how much you've had to document. Because you were essentially working 16-hour days with the amount of energy you put into something, so you can trace it all the way back to the very beginning. These people are obsessed with ending you. And then they had the audacity to bring some new people into it who don't even know. They started at the 6 of Cups. These people lied and said, that's why you stay in the house. Anybody who, okay. Cancer, I'm trying to help y'all look. Anybody who knows anything about a Cancer, Cancers are homebodies, period. Y'all would rather stay in the house. Cancer, Sun, and Moons especially. Y'all would rather see y'all are homebodies. And anybody in your family who would say otherwise, money must be involved. Yeah, here we have Knight of Wands here. Yeah, so these energies right here who are trying to bring judgment down on you are ruthless because they tied to their demons. Somebody doesn't want something to get out about their childhood. They don't want a truth about their childhood to get out. This is a projection. That's why when the moon moves through Libra, Libra is a relationship zodiac sign, but it rules 7th house, and 7th house is about projection. It's about projection. Somebody wanted to make you seem like you are the shadow to their light. So they want to make, okay, let's project something onto Cancer to make themselves look good, right? So they want to make it seem like, oh, they're out and about, they're free, right? That's why you stay in the house so much. Oh, they free with whatever they are. Like they don't have any secrets to hide. That's why Cancer stays in the house so much. No, you're a homebody. You're happy in your shell, right? That's just who you are. You've always been that way. Money is involved. That's why somebody was so obsessed with ending you and somebody else. This was a destiny swap. They're not swapping destinies with you. Not if you tuned into this channel. Yeah, so get your rest. They might as well hang it up. They've been exposed. Whatever anxiety that you've been going through and you and somebody else be over soon, they might as well hang it up. They expose themselves. So when the moon moves through Scorpio, Scorpio is about the moon in Scorpio. We're not talking about a Scorpio, but the moon in Scorpio is about purging unhealthy relationships around sex and around money. And even if you were a person who was free-spirited, you're an adult. Like, come on, y'all. Like, for real, all of this shaming people about how many people they slept with in the past or whatever the case may be. Even if whoever this energy is trying to shame you from the past. I mean, why is it's a competition? Why is something a competition? That's something that somebody's trying to project onto you because somebody made them feel bad about themselves. Back straight, walk away, whatever. They need to grow up. Here we have hell no. That's what this card says right here. Somebody's a druid. They're associated with nightmares. Something is not even as deep as you think. Don't even give it any energy. Make a list of pros and cons. You are who they prayed for. Yeah, so dream even bigger. Yeah, because you have a twin flame coming across your path, right? And like I said, you're free-spirited, whatever. And for somebody else, somebody shamed somebody so bad, made them feel bad about whether it's made them feel bad about themselves or feel bad about you. Somebody doesn't have, if this is somebody's husband or love interest or whatever the case may be, what did I hear this guy say? Your ex was on some kind of an assignment. That's what this card says. So take only what resonates with you. But somebody has love coming across their path. And this could have been somebody's ex who didn't want you to be in a new relationship. You know, this could have been somebody they were with. Who knows? But rise above all of that. You got some good news coming across your path. If somebody wanted, if it was somebody's child, somebody wanted somebody to feel so bad, you know, to be able to just be so disrespectful towards you, whether it was your kids or step kids or whatever the case may be about your past. You're not going to be disrespected regardless, okay? That's just not going to happen. Or they just going to be cut off, whoever it is. But yeah, first red flag, pray and meditate. Yeah, your bitter ex's lover wants you. You're not interested in either one of them. Here we have do the mirror work. Yeah, and just thought they was gonna use your child to. Yeah, somebody's an incubus. I'm telling y'all, some of you all, you don't even need to say anything about your ex. You don't need to say anything to them, their family, whoever they with. Your ancestors are so proud of you. Don't give it any air. I'm telling you, too high vibrational for this. Your ex. Your ex wants to return. That's the root of something right there. That's why whoever they're with is so angry with you. That's the reason right there. That's why they're so angry with you. They couldn't even see straight. You don't want your ex or them. You know too much. I'm telling y'all, if some of y'all start telling if some of you all started telling, but see, y'all not low vibrational because that's not the frequency that you want. But if you sat down and told your ex's new person some stuff, their head would spin around like a doll baby. But you don't need to say anything. Let them find out on their own. They so mad and so angry. Let them find out on their own. You don't have anything to say. That's not your battle. Here we have passion. You're focused on your new. Don't have anything to do with it. Nothing to do with you. Your ancestors are proud of you. Too high vibrational for this. It's just a shame that somebody's kids had to be dragged into something. That's what this is. So you got new coming across in your personal and your professional life. So whoever this is, it could be ex-love interest, ex-business partnership or whatever. They so obsessed with you, they can't even see straight. So, yeah. Anyway, patience. The bottom of this deck was the number 5 here. This right here. Yeah, somebody feels completely out of your life. Like, you know, completely out of you. They have no access to you whatsoever. And keep it that way. Keep it that way. It's because no matter how low they go, you just won't go there. You won't go there. You got so much stuff on them. They want you to go low so they can, because that's their love language. They like drama. You won't go there. Y'all, and don't go there. Don't go there. Don't go there. That's something they need to deal with. So anyway, that is what I have for you all. Y'all got too many good things coming across your path. Let's focus on the good stuff. Let's focus on the good things. All right. Here we go. So awakening. Oh my Lord, wake me from life as a spiritual sheep. May I hear you through my own instincts and common sense. Yeah, this is what a lot of people have in common. When the moon moves through Libra, reevaluate your relationships. Okay, you have new coming across your path. Like I said, I'm channeling messages here, but yeah, I had to share that with you all. So you'll know who's connected to whom. People are remoting into people's machines and stuff like that. I had, and like if you watch the Aquarius video and somebody has sent me a message saying, we haven't seen videos for, there's like 3 days worth of footage missing. And so I put a lot of energy into my videos to alert you all, to help you all with information. So I filmed a bonus video for them. So don't forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe. You never know who needs to hear information. You never know what people are going through, right? And so you all are really passionate about the things that you all create, but some people, they do anything to lure people back into chaos and confusion. I would simply advise, do not go low when people try to go low with you, because somebody's ex wants to return. They feel like they've completely been booted out of your life. Ex love interest, ex colleagues, ex who y'all know what relationships are. I read the definition. And they're just in complete conflict. And so whoever they're with feels like they just jumping on a bandwagon. They don't even know, they don't know what you know. And you're not going to tell them. It had nothing to do with that. Let them find out, just like you found out. Because if they had come at you the right way, then they would have known everything. You would have just saved them the trouble. But nope. All right. Here we go. So dream even bigger. Like I said before, list of pros and cons. All right, let's see what other good news we have for you all. So like I said, new partnership in job and or in love is near. And let's see. Yeah, something for you all. I feel like somebody's gonna be working from home, because I feel like that's a safe space for you. Not just safe, but I mean, that's what you all are comfortable with. And if you are working from home, I would suggest for some of you all, because I feel like that's what's gonna happen, is maybe like some days at home, some days out in the office if you can, just to get out and get some fresh air. Get out and get some fresh air. Let's see. Queen of Wands. Yep, Nine of Wands. Yeah. So yeah, I feel like you could be a person who, like I said, you could be feisty, you could be very confident, joyful, you know, very courageous person, very self-assured, very determined, you know, and people like that you inspire and you motivate people, and people like your warmth, you know. People really appreciate your fire, whoever you are, and people like your resilience, you know, and your boundaries, you know, and the fact that you're not going back to something that's just, there was no growth there, whether it's in your personal or your professional life. So good for you. All right, that's what I have for you. Bye.